Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another fixer-upper in the apartment. I believe this is in one of the Spice District little apartments. Maybe not. Actually, I think it's in the Fashion District. I'll put below. When you first walk in, you have this little itsy bitsy tiny bedroom that you can barely fit a bed in, but the view is beautiful. I love all the windows in this apartment. And this is the bathroom. The furniture in here, it's not too bad. I love that new rug. And the walls and floor do need to be changed. The living room is super itsy bitsy, teeny tiny, but the window is stunning. It's overlooking the festivals outside, so you can kind of keep an eye on what's going on outside. And the bedroom, I love this bedroom. It is a beautiful size. The windows, there's so many windows, including the corner window. And again, you're able to look over the festivals. I think it's amazing. I love the views that they did in this game. I think they did a really good job. So yeah, the bedroom's not that bad, but it just needs some updating. And then the kitchen, I like those cupboards, but I do end up changing them. It's a really tiny, I would say this is like a starter apartment, but it's really cute. Just needs to kind of take advantage of the little space a little bit more. So yeah, that's when you're first walking in the door. I really like doing the little homes and the little apartments. I find that it's easier to bring personality into the smaller areas. I just think it's really easier when they are small like that. So with today's apartment, I decided on sticking everything kind of like white toned and then throwing in pops of color of yellow, just like color blocking. I don't personally care much for the color yellow, but there are so many beautiful yellow items in the Sims 4, like with paintings and the flowers and the fruit. I'm not sure which color I'm going to do next, but I really like doing it this way. It kind of adds a bit of a challenge because if you see something that you think is going to work, it might not be in the color scheme, so you really just kind of have to work around it. And I think it turned out really good. It's definitely not something I generally try to build, and I think that's why I like it so much, because it is just kind of different and a little bit out of my comfort zone, using a lot of things I don't normally use, like with the color and things like that. So I kind of just kept the shape of the original kitchen and just kind of extended it past the fridge a little bit. I don't know how, but I just found out how to do like the extra cupboards to make them smaller and larger. And then I removed the table because I just didn't care for it that much. I found that it really brought out how small the kitchen was, just with such a small, tiny table over against the wall. So I did the island with the two stools. I found it added more countertop space, and it just kind of made it look a little bigger than it actually is. And I also used no custom content. I really enjoy using no custom content. That way everybody can kind of, if they like it, they can kind of take the idea back with them. And it's really hard sometimes to list all the custom content. So, because you use so much of it, and sometimes they are dainty, like really small items. You use so many of them. And so then I also used yellow paint. I found that kind of helped add in some really bright color, like in the odd, just like for accent walls. That way everything wasn't so white and it wasn't so yellow. I didn't want all the walls completely yellow, but I didn't want them all white either. So I really like that. I find this, like I said, the personality of the apartment, I find it just helps tie everything together. And paintings are quite limited in the yellow color, actually. I kind of had to like use the same ones over and over again, but yeah. And that's the first time I've actually used that lemon painting, so I think that looked really good. And yeah, so the flowers and fruit, I kind of just stuck with those And I did put the mug rack. I don't know why, but I'm like in love with that mug rack. I don't know why. I don't collect mugs. I used to when I was like a teenager, but not so much anymore. But I don't know why. I just love the mug rack. So you're probably going to see me use that in like all of my builds, even if it doesn't fit. I don't know why, but I just really like it. Random thought, I know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I absolutely love watching these on YouTube of other people. It helps me draw inspiration and like a lot of like the room builds, and there's so many good YouTubers, like Pixel Fro is one for example. She does a lot of like builds and she's amazing. She's all custom content though, but the good thing about her channel is she does always link everything below. I've got a lot of my custom content from her. And Little Simsy, she does fixer-uppers once a week on her channel, and she's really good. She gets like her subscribers to like upload to the gallery just really rotten houses for her to do. So hers are really awesome. Definitely check out those channels in particular if you enjoy watching like the builds and fixer uppers. But Little Simsy also has like let's plays, and they're really fun. Like she has a big sister or the sister challenge, and just some really fun ones. I know I've tried to do let's plays of my own, but I don't really like how they turned out. So I just kind of tend to stick to create a Sims and builds. I find I can kind of just stick to my own there, and I just get to chit chat, which is what I like to do. And when I'm doing the let's plays, I kind of get stuck because I just get into playing the game and I get so frazzled trying to have to speak out loud about what's going on. So like I've tried to record them many times, but I've just never uploaded them. I don't like how they turn out. So I just prefer to watch those. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to get out of my little rut of not being able to speak that well when playing the game, and hopefully do some uploads because I do really like doing them. And so yeah, I like how the bedroom turned out. There again wasn't too many bedding options, but the one that I chose was very yellow. And the curtains, I really like the curtains. I find it really added a lot of color into the room because I really wanted to keep this room bright because it is such a big room, and just kind of did the accent behind the bed. And just the corner accent, like chair and candles, it's so bright. And then I transformed that bedroom. I removed the door where I put the desk, so it just kind of made like a little corner office in the actual entrance of the apartment. And then I made this into a walk-in closet. I really like how it turned out. When I seen the room, it was just so long. There's no way I really wanted to put a bedroom in there. It just didn't work for me. So I figured I would turn this into like a single bedroom, single simmer apartment, and make it into a nice, beautiful, long changing or dressing room. I found that it was just so nice and it fit appropriately. And then I just added in the floor to ceiling windows mirrors against the end, because I find mirrors are awesome. Like if you have a small area, even in your home, like in real life, if you add mirrors, it just helps open up a small bedroom and makes it look bigger than it actually is. So I really like using the mirrors in The Sims for that, when you get these little tiny awkward bedrooms. And yeah, so then the bathroom, I kind of started doing all yellow and it was just a little too much for me. So I only did the 2 walls in yellow. But unfortunately, like when you're looking at the after pictures, where I only had like the partial walls up, I completely forgot about the towel that was on the opposite wall that you don't see. So when you look at the pictures, you're going to see the yellow towel that's right beside the shower, and then directly across the wall, you're going to see the exact same towel in white. So I kind of kicked my butt when I was doing that, but it was late and I didn't really want to go and have to take the pictures again and erase the towel. So yeah, you're gonna notice that. So I really hope you guys enjoy. I really like doing the color scheme, and I'm definitely going to be doing more of them in the future. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos, and check out any of the channels that I mentioned in today's video. And thumbs up if you enjoy watching these fixer-uppers and builds and all things like that. So I know. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a wonderful day. Bye guys.